Please could I ask you all to rise to receive the academic procession.
Open this graduation ceremony. Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, graduating students, guests, it is truly my great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony, one of the most special days in the life of you, the class of 2018. That pleasure is enhanced as I recognise that this year marks the 50th anniversary of the opening of this campus. Of course, I was in swaddling and only learning to toddle back then, but 1968 was a memorable year. Well, a university campus in Coleraine before the first moon landing, that has to count for something, going where no woman nor man had gone before. Given the occasion, I thought rather than giving my usual witty and entertaining address, I would spend some time reflecting on the events of 1968 and how they have shaped world history ever since. It was, of course, the year of the Prague Spring. The great civil rights campaigner Martin Luther King was assassinated, as was Senator Robert Kennedy, 5 years after his brother, President John F. Kennedy, suffered the same fate. Christian Barnard carried out the first successful heart transplant, and a company that was to shape the future lives and work of many, including our own Vice-Chancellor, was formed in Santa Clara, USA. Intel went on to develop the first microchip and remains at the forefront of innovative technology today. Significant indeed, but the advent of the microchip left one unfortunate engineer in the Advanced Computing Centre at IBM at the time to comment, but what is it good for? It's tantamount to telling the Beatles that they would amount to nothing. Their famous White Album, influencing future generations of popular music and popular culture, was released in 1968. And a quote from one of their songs seems appropriate today: "Blackbirds singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly." It's funny, I was appointed partly because I supposedly associate with the young people of today, and here I am talking nostalgically about things you've never heard of. Of course, 1968 also saw the introduction of a product that was to become hugely significant for generations of students over the past 50 years. McDonald's sold the first Big Mac. for the princely sum of 28p. That was the same price of a gallon of petrol. For those of you who don't know what a gallon of petrol was, there's plenty of old folks sitting behind me who could explain it to you. Seriously though, that year was a watershed for students across Europe. In the midst of worldwide social conflict and rebellion against bureaucratic elites, 800,000 students and university staff marched through Paris in protest at prevailing social conditions, poor wages, and lack of opportunities for graduates. Protests in solidarity with millions of workers that almost brought down de Gaulle's government and brought about a large-scale social reform and a focus on civil and human rights that endures today. Right, there endeth the world history lesson. Suffice it to say, it was a huge year for events in history. And I haven't even mentioned Manchester United winning the European Cup. That's the Champions League to you. I should, of course, mention here that it's absolutely wonderful and appropriate that Coleraine Football Club, sponsored by your Chancellor, won the Irish Cup in this 50th anniversary year of a university campus in this town. I have talked much as a Chancellor about the university's commitment to sport, and that commitment and initiatives like the work with the Harry Gregg Foundation, another United player, and the fantastic sports centre that I was privileged to open last year have all played no small part in Coleraine's success. Long may it last. Of course, in Northern Ireland, just as in the rest of the world, civil unrest was stirring in 1968, and the civil rights campaign was growing in strength. A few years earlier, the Robbins Report had determined that as a result of the increased number of young people progressing through second-level education and seeking university places, there should be a second university in Northern Ireland, an alternative to the red brick South Belfast institution, whatever it's called. It's not important right now. The Lockwood Report recommended that the university be sited here in Coleraine. The rest, as they say, is history. And I hope you had an opportunity to see the timeline as you were waiting to come into the hall. This year is about recognising the huge part the new University of Ulster, the university we know today as Ulster University, has played in contributing to civic society, not only in Coleraine, Northern Ireland as a whole, and in widening access to a university education to a greater number of Northern Ireland's young people, and to many in adult life who did not get the opportunity the first time round. Ulster University is committed to that mission, but it needs to work in partnership with the successors to those visionaries to enable us to deliver. Each of you has been given a commemoration pin, and I urge you to wear it with pride when representing Ulster University as part of its 190,000 alumni network worldwide. You sitting here today are the latest manifestation of that vision, the successors to many generations of wonderful graduates who have walked across this stage, and whilst we celebrate the anniversary of the first students on this campus, we recognise that today is the celebration of your achievements. Now, it's not for me to comment on how many Big Macs you may have had, or indeed how many glasses of wine or other liquid refreshment might have accompanied them during those long nights of study. I'm absolutely certain that you have inherited the essential characteristic of the student experience, the ability to throw a good party. I can remember my student days, just about. They were spent at Jordanstown. They were brief, but they were oh so sweet. Of course, as Chancellor, nothing brings me greater joy than participating in the ceremonies celebrating your graduation, your hard work, your commitment, and your passion for education. Your families and friends are rightfully proud of your achievements, and I and the staff of the university are proud of you. It's times like these that I'm reminded of the words of Helen Keller, who said, "Everyone inside of them has a piece of good news. The good news is that you don't know how great you can be, how much you can love, what you can accomplish, and what your potential is." When I visit the university, I never fail to be inspired by that potential and the energy and the creativity that I see around the campuses. As a graduate of Ulster, you will have benefited from that energy and creativity and have received an excellent education that has prepared you for the next stage of your career or your studies. Now, being a graduate of Ulster University also carries significant responsibility. During your time here, you have been encouraged to be innovative, to develop your own thoughts, and to become leaders. However, it is not just what this university does that distinguishes it. It is also how we do it. You have been encouraged to become leaders within the framework of a well-defined and established value system. Values that mean that this university is open and honest in how it delivers excellent, accessible teaching and learning and excellent research and innovation. Values that see the university accountable for what it does and that enshrine our commitment to equality, diversity and inclusiveness. As graduates of Ulster University, I look to you to bring those values to whatever you do in life. These are difficult times, and without being judgmental, I consider that society needs strong and ethical leadership to build sustainable communities that have at their heart respect for those that make up those communities. Now, to do so, this means that you need to be proactive in bringing those values to society. We can't always assume that things will turn out the way we want them to, but the best defence against the unpredictable nature of life is constancy of wisdom, constancy of purpose, and constancy of values. As you progress through life, I can do no better than to point you in the direction of the words of the great leader Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny." Powerful words indeed. Serious stuff. Nearly lost the run of myself there. But before I finish, can I offer my sincerest congratulations to the Provost, Carice Hutchinson, and the team who have organised a fantastic programme around the campus for this anniversary year, not least the visit of Prince Charles a couple of weeks ago. I do hope the rest of the celebrations go well. And I hope you have a memorable day. I wish you every success in your plans for the future, whatever they are. And I leave you with some words from the late Steve Jobs. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinkings. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Congratulations. Enjoy your day. Thank you. In accordance with the wishes of the Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I have conferred honorary degrees, and other academic distinctions of Ulster University on those named on the conferment list approved by the Senate. I call upon Professor McGowan to present Edward Paul Marham for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters.
Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, it's my privilege to introduce to you Professor Ed Marham to explore with you the nature of the man and to honour some of his many, many achievements. Ed is a highly successful entrepreneur, an internationally recognised educator, a world-class case study writer, a philanthropist and a friend of the Ulster University Business School. I have known Ed for the past 12 years or so when we at the Business School first started to engage with Babson College, sending participants on our Executive Master's courses to take programmes in entrepreneurship there. Babson was and still is by most measures one of the leading centres, perhaps the leading centre for entrepreneurial learning in North America, and I suppose by extension, the world. Ed was one of the small group of educators who inputted to the programmes our executives participated in at that time. Then Ed came to us at the business school in Belfast campus, bringing his wealth of knowledge of entrepreneurial practice and his skill as an educator to our wider student community. I was at that time director of the Northern Ireland Centre for Entrepreneurship, an initiative established to promote the agenda for entrepreneurial learning and practice out of the business school and into science, engineering and technology faculties. And Ed was a fervent supporter of the efforts of myself and colleagues in the pursuit of that agenda. Reflecting his passion for helping small to medium-sized enterprises to go for real growth, he took a leading role in supporting the Centre's global entrepreneurship programme. He supported me as a visiting scholar at Babson College, for which I am grateful. And right now he is a guiding voice and critical friend of the business school as we seek to bring forward our new executive education programme in strategic growth, to be launched in early 2019. This is a programme that will be global in focus, designed to support the growth ambitions of business decision makers and owner managers, and presented in collaboration with Babson College. To have Ed as a champion and friend to our efforts at the business school cannot be overstated. I mentioned that he was a highly successful entrepreneurial business practitioner. He founded his own high-technology company, Geocenters Inc., which he managed as president and CEO for more than 35 years. When he sold it in 2005, the company employed, I believe, 1,400 people at that time. Under his leadership, the company was twice recognized by Inc. magazine as one of the fastest-growing privately owned companies in the United States. I also said that Ed was an internationally recognized educator and world-class case study writer. He has been a professor of entrepreneurship at Babson College for over 20 years, focusing on the challenges facing companies seeking high growth, and we need those in Northern Ireland. He is prolific in his writing and presentation of teaching cases, having produced over 50 to date. He is adamant that we see cases that present outcomes for companies that sometimes don't go to plan and may even fail, convinced that as he is that there is much to be learnt from what doesn't work and where plans sometimes fail. His work in writing cases for managing privately owned high-growth businesses has been recognised internationally as having moved thinking forward about entrepreneurial management. He is a thought leader in executive learning. He has received awards for bringing entrepreneurial vitality to academia and for his excellence in teaching. He is a recognised researcher in entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship education. I said too that Ed is truly a philanthropist. I know that he has kept in touch with a number of folk who were in the throes of developing their own businesses, ventures here in Northern Ireland when he first came to the business school over a decade ago. And he continues to give guidance to those companies in Northern Ireland. But I was also speaking recently to one of his very closest friends in Boston, Todd Cantor. Todd has known Ed for some 40 years, and when I asked him to say something to me about Ed the man, he said, "He is one of the most extraordinary personas I have ever encountered, not merely for his intellect and wit, but for his unique brand of humanity. Humanity focused not merely toward people with whom he is meaningfully involved, family, friends, colleagues and students, but also arbitrary encounters, whether they be at the cheese store or the barber shop. It would say if I were to compile a list of personal loans issued with no prospect of repayment, business plans edited and rewritten, guidance counselling sessions, pro bono of director meetings, and simple pats on the back issued, it would rival the girth of the Book of Kells. And if you haven't seen the Book of Kells, that's a very thick book. Ed is a good man, and those he helps truly value his input and support and love him for it. I also said that Ed is a friend of Ulster University Business School. He has been an advocate for over the past decade for strengthening the Ulster University Babson partnership, designed to provide a framework for the development of our new executive programme, for staff and student exchange and joint research opportunities. What is clear is that the success of those collaborations are very much a result of his engagement with us and his endorsement of our ambitions. Todd Cantor did make one comment which is worthy of note. Ed owns a very beautiful motor cruiser which he sails along the New England coast during the summer. Todd tells me that he knows of no person less seaworthy, more prone to seasickness, and intensely uncomfortable with being on floating objects than Ed. I understand, however, that Karen, his beautiful wife sitting in the front row here, she loves the boat. So one way or another, so does Ed. Karen tells me, though, that in the early stages of their courtship, he did manage to overturn a dinghy that she was in with him, and she doesn't swim, but it seemed to work out okay. She married him, and they're still together, which is always a good thing. Indeed, Karen and Ed have, until recently, I am led to believe, had the care of a dozen cats. I think Ed has a difficulty in passing anything that seems to be in distress. Sadly, a number of these have died recently, and while he is sad at their passing, he did see a positive in that, he says to me, he has moved up at least 5 places in Karen's affections. So that's got to be good too. Chancellor, I present to you Professor Ed Marram for the award of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
I call upon Professor Maguire, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Computing, Engineering and Built Environment, to present candidates.
The degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Adam Robert Curry. Craig James Hull. Naveed Khan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing and Diploma in Professional Practice, Jason Bowl. Rebecca Louise Brennan. Niamh Campbell. Victoria Donaghy. Ryan Victor Duke. Anna Margaret Haley. Ewan Christopher Hardy. Eleanor Jane Heath. Matthew Heath. Cara Genvey. Dylan Keys. Oscar Honwa Lung. William Ian Lewis. Conor McCloy. Luke McNally. Ender Mark McVeigh. Fiona Mullen. Rachel O'Hare. Jonathan Sands. Rachel Elizabeth Jane Scott. Andrew Taylor. Clive Eric Alexander West. Naisha Erin Wright. Alexandra Rebecca Ruth Colhoun. Catherine McCluskey. Melissa Claire Porter. Andrew Smith. Matthew Wark. Matthew Dorns. Niamh Ledgerd. Gavin William Robert McKee. Andrew McLean. Matthew James Stevenson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing, Game Development and Diploma in Professional Practice, Mark David Carrington. Jason Gary Cooley. Daniel O'Sullivan. Gemma Sarah Davidson. Mark Strain. Michael Campbell. Declan Patrick Clark. Michael John Patrick McCauley. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing, Internet Systems and Diploma in Professional Practice, Andrew James McCurdy. Stuart Kinnear. Matthew McKee. Darren McGarity. Lee Pollock. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing with Business and Diploma in Professional Practice, Jessica Byers. Simon Cunningham. David Farquhar. Aaron McFarland. Christopher Pickering. Christopher Roy Woodrow. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing with Education and Diploma in Professional Practice, Justina Beata Banaskevich. Alice Niamh Mulholland. Leanna Stewart. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Computing with Geography and Diploma in Professional Practice, Lucy Alexandra Massey. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Computing, Michael Wilson. Macaulay Christie. Jack Robert McClune. Glenn Winters. Joshua Diamond. Stephen Dorn. Anya McAloon. Natasha Neal. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Computing, Game Development, Francis John Webb. Calvin Brannigan. Daniel Lee Drysdale. Christopher Martin. Luke McGran. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Computing, Internet Systems, Adam Dowds. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Computing with Business, Adam Luke Campbell. The Associate Bachelor's degree in Computing, Gregory John Richard McLean. The Associate Bachelor's degree in Computing, Game Development, Conor O'Neill. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Faculty of Computing, Engineering and the Built Environment.
Thank you, Professor McGuire, for presenting candidates. I now call upon Professor Durkin, Executive Dean of the Ulster University Business School, to present candidates.
Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Strategic Management, Dervla Doherty. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Management and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Conor James Coddington. Matthew Morgan. Conrad Leonard. Matthew James Poole. Seamus Devlin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Accounting and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Scott Robert Bashford. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Computing and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Thomas Mayers. Patrick Murray. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with German and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Katie Robin McAllister. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Marketing and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Lauren Jane Heidman. Lauren McNeese. Jacob Alexander Stephen Miskimmin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Consumer Management and Food Innovation and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Brenda McDermott. Sarah Tracy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism Management and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Donovan Hagan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism with Spanish and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Harriet Sarah Appleyard. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leisure and Events Management and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Roisin Elizabeth Conlon. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Claire Bartlett. Gavin Boyce. Aaron Curry. Adam Blake Davis. Zara Megan Davis. Rebecca Eva Fletcher. Joshua Gillies. Oren Hassan. Jonathan Hill. Jenna Lauren Ireland. Michael Long. Jonathan Mawhinney. Curtis McCartney. Stephen McComb. Jenny Niblock. Chantel Thompson. Tara Catherine Thompson. Jamie Willigan. Desmond William Bingham. Mitchell Finley. Daniel Wallace. Adam Woolsey. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Accounting and Diploma in Professional Practice, Owen Connolly. Nathan Curry. Michael Humphreys. Rebecca Kane. Peter Neil Mawhinney. Glenn Pearson. Justin Boyd. Ryan Morrison. Jonathan Robert Wilson. Chloe Gillen. Christopher Wilson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Computing and Diploma in Professional Practice, Che McGuigan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Education and Diploma in Professional Practice, Chloe Litzfield. Claire Diamond. Gemma McLennan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Marketing and Diploma in Professional Practice, Sarah Ann Armstrong. Drew Edward James Getty. Jack Michael Hanna. Leah Hill. Sophie Horner. Lewis Knox. Jordan McElwain. Aidan Clark. Curtis Thomas Doak. William Dool. Tiernan McCluskey. Owen McGarrell. Jonathan Milligan. Andrew Peter Moore. Chris William Allen Walker. Matthew Neil Wilson. Chelsea Woods. Ryan Young. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Media Studies and Diploma in Professional Practice, Mark Thomas Henning. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Retail Studies and Diploma in Professional Practice, Rachel Victoria Armstrong. Orla Byrne. Holly McCrabb. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Consumer Management and Food Innovation and Diploma in Professional Practice, Rachel Louise Armstrong. Sarah Meta Elizabeth Cousins. Molly Edith Cunningham. Zoe Deary. Emma Foy. Jodie Fletcher Hood. Amy McPoland. Rachel Adams. Amy Lee Clark. Anna Morelli. Amy Quinn. Emer Toner. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Leah Bainbridge. Keely Brennan. Lorraine Clark. Craig John Excel. Megan Hill. Claudia Teresa Klodnika. Ruta Meinekite. Orla O'Neill. Shauna O'Neill. Deborah Catarina Almeida dos Santos. Ashley Smith. Rebecca Taylor. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism with Spanish and Diploma in Professional Practice, Julie Lutton. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leisure and Events Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Carrie-Anne Williamson. Natasha Young. Kira Ashley Clark. Robert John Gilkinson. Erin Louise Hodgson. Patrick McGeehan. James McIntyre. Jade McIntyre. Kalina McKillop. Amy Claire Stewart. Aisling Crawford. Amy Elizabeth Jones. Cara Martin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Management and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Lauren Alexandra Ferguson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Accounting and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Kyle McLareevy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Education and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Caroline Sheehy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with French and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Orla Hughes. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Marketing and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Kirsty Brown. Kirsty Hanley. Avril McLaughlin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Spanish and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Shannon Butler. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Consumer Management and Food Innovation and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Ellie Louise McKee. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism Management and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Benjamin Arthurs. Stephen McPhillips. Graham David Bellingham. Grace Bergen. Adam Bingham. Catherine Elizabeth Hogg. Catherine Lavelle. Ruth McCrum. Gavin Mila. Scott Shaw. Amy Smith. Monica Beth Donnelly. Caris Helen Hazard. Samantha Marshall. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leisure and Events Management and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Lauren Hannah Allen. Clodagh Devlin. Jessica Nicole Newell. Claire Nicholson. Rebecca Ann Robinson. Daniel Winchester. Nathan Breen. Nicola Gorman. Patrick Hughes. Sarah Wright. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Management, Laura Susan Gaston. Shane Kevin Patrick Traynor. Jude Ballard. Daniel John Francis Carlin. Luke Chambers. Zoe Doherty. Jonathan Gracie. Samuel James Kelso Mason. Ryan Peter McCullough. Jamie McCain. Cormac McNamee. Christine Percy. Adam Michael Stevenson. Charlotte Letitia Walls. Kieran Gillen. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Accounting, Laura Georgina Beatty. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Computing, David Robert James Anderson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Education, Rosemary Bigmore. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Geography, Hannah Carleton. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Marketing, Megan Adams. Melissa Cunning. Nathan Aziz. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business with Media Studies, Darren Gareth Campbell. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Consumer Management and Food Innovation, Victoria Bell. Rachel Thompson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Travel and Tourism Management, Malcolm Little. Ruth Zilla Wallace. Philip Bingham. Raquel Brown. Zara Mary Coot. Catherine Mary Curran. Ruth Lily McKeown. Gareth McVeigh. Eden Atchison. Donna Maria Stafford. Carla Mooring Philomena Steele. Casey Thompson. Aaron Ward. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leisure and Events Management, Jamie Armstrong. Georgina Victoria Old. Shireen Burgoyne. Chloe Jackson. Christopher Mercer. Kerry Emma Ferguson. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Ulster University Business School.
Thank you, Professor Durkin, for presenting candidates. A bit disappointed. I thought I was getting a nice bouquet of flowers there. I can't believe she needed two of them. Anyway, what a lovely gesture. I now call upon our Honorary Graduate, Professor Marum, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
Well, good morning to everybody. Just made it. Chancellor, distinguished academic colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, it is indeed a great privilege to be here today to receive this honorary doctorate from Ulster University. Thank you to Mark Durkin and the awarding committee for making this possible. And thank you, Patrick, for all those stories. My biggest story, boat story, is a dock boat's a good boat. So that's the way I like it. This recognition from such a wonderful institution is very special to me. It's something for which I'm truly grateful. My first visit to the university was in March 2007 to teach in the Masters in Innovation program. That was a special class and the start of a great program. I'm still in contact with some of the students from the first class. Some of the businesses that were started by those students have been quite successful. Some have been sold already, and others are currently successful businesses creating opportunities and employment opportunities here in Ireland. Little did I know that that journey would bring me here today. Next, I want to congratulate the graduates and their families. All those receiving degrees have achieved something quite profound. You should be very proud of yourself, and family members, you should be proud of them as well. I have had a very successful and fulfilling life. It came out of the poorest neighborhoods in Boston, Massachusetts, and while determined to attend college, my father did not want me to do that. I ended up at the least expensive college I could attend, the University of Massachusetts, where I got a good education and graduated with the same kind of tools and skills that you all have received here at Ulster University. Now the question is, what do you do with those tools? How do you apply this acquired knowledge to the rest of your life, to your community, and even to your country? I would offer there are three things you need to consider. First, accept that your learning has actually just begun. That's scary, isn't it? Second, learn to recognize opportunities even when things are looking dire. And third, believe in yourself and the value of your contribution. Regardless of your career choices, whether science, business, social services, or medicine, put your heart and soul into it. My choice was science. I started my career in science, and that gave me a rationale for asking questions, researching, and applying the insight to a new problem or approach. Ultimately, my love of science transitioned into a basis for a business and love of entrepreneurship. Becoming an entrepreneur was not my goal when I graduated college. I wanted to do research and support my family. However, the curiosity and passion drove the direction of my career, and I ultimately recognized an entrepreneurial opportunity that allowed me to incorporate my knowledge of and love for science into a successful business. I was relating my employment history to my wife the other day, and thank you, Karen, for coming. My first job out of school was for IBM, where we made the chips. The work was exciting, but I could not deal with the bureaucracy, so I left after 4 months. Then I worked for another large company and left because they treated my colleagues in an embarrassing, humiliating manner. I left a third job for a company that I went back to school to get my PhD. My fourth job was for a company I loved. I was offered a position doing exciting work in New Mexico and quit it because they promised to take care of my relocation and then changed their mind. I went back to Boston with no job and with a family to support. My wife commented, "You have been unemployed a lot in your career, haven't you?" Thank you, Karen. Out of all of this, I recognized an opportunity to start my own business. The last company that I worked for still needed and wanted my skills, was willing to hire me as a consultant rather than an employee. That was the true beginning of my entrepreneurial career, unless you count when I was in elementary school, the age of 10, and sold coffee and boxed donuts for the workmen building housing projects in my neighborhood. I made the coffee with my mother's help, bought the donuts, and then delivered them to the worksite in my red wagon. When I started my company called Geocenters, I knew only about science, nothing about running a business. I borrowed $300 from my mother to get started. Later, I went over to Babson College to find professors that would help me understand how to run and grow a business. And after a few years, I attended the owner-manager program at Harvard University. Through that experience, I met other professors who were willing to be advisors. One of them who encouraged me to sit on this course at Babson, and eventually I learned to teach. When they sold the company, we had about 1,400 employees, and we're changing parts of the world we could reach by training the first responders, locating buried landmines so they could clean up the field, and developing new technologies through basic research programs. As I look at my professional journey, it is clear that entrepreneurship is now my area of expertise. But starting and growing a business is not just about financial gain. It's more about seeing an opportunity to change the world, whether the change is global or just in your immediate sphere. Entrepreneurship requires passion, curiosity, and commitment. This is an exciting time to be graduating because the world is changing faster than ever before and opportunities abound. The need for your contributions is greater than ever. Commit to learning and improving your knowledge and skills. Look for opportunities to make a positive impact in your own life as well as in the lives of the organizations in your country. Believe in yourself and the value of your contribution. I look forward to hearing great things from the Ulster class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Marram. I now call upon Molly Cunningham, a new graduate in the Ulster University Business School, to propose a vote of thanks.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I am pleased and honoured to speak to you on behalf of those graduating today. Where does the time go? They say time flies when you're having fun, and when we have multiple quirky coffee shops, trusty old Kelly's on our doorstep, and endless numbers of sandy beaches, it is no wonder the past 4 years has flown by. Today for me is a really exciting day, which highlights the hard work, effort and dedication we have all pulled off. The all-nighters pulled, the mocha coffees consumed, and the numerous expeditions undertaken to get to the library have obviously paid off. We've all achieved the main goal of securing these precious pieces of paper, but for me, Ulster University has given me much, much more. Some very special friends, the opportunity to have an incredible year out within the food industry, and the time to allow me to grow into the person that I am today. It is this experience that has shaped our future prospects and the opportunities that lie ahead of us. I studied consumer management and food innovation, and as a bright-eyed 17-year-old schoolgirl, I first met Dr. Amy Burns. She inspired me with her energy and enthusiasm. She sold the course to me on that day and has never ceased to be a source of inspiration and encouragement to me. I found university a challenge. With the result, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and without even being aware of it, Amy and another lecturer, Sinead, over here, they supported me through providing practical advice and the best end-of-year parties you could ask for. And they also gave me special little ingredients for my cooking, creative cooking that I do. Our lecturers and support staff are right at the heart of our time here at Ulster University, and we thank them for their hard work and their guidance. So, finally, a huge congratulations to everyone today. This celebration is for everyone, not just of us that are celebrating and graduating today. I would like to say a huge thank you on behalf of my fellow graduates to our family, our friends and the incredibly hard-working staff here at Ulster University. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Molly. Great job. Beautifully delivered, may I say. Now, before I invite you to get out into, for any visitors here today, what is a very typical day in Coleraine. We're almost sick of it, frankly. It's too hot here. But before I invite you to get out there, enjoy yourselves, rejoice in the continued relationship of Danny and Jack, is it, on Love Island? But reel from the dastardly way that Josh treated Georgia, was it? I haven't slept a wink. Anyway, I'd like to echo Molly and invite you, our graduates, to now show your appreciation. Sat here, on the other side of the room, some of you behind there, are families, parents, friends, mothers who've borne you, cherished you, nurtured, been driven mad by you at times, but always loved you, supported you, and sit here rightfully very proud of your achievements today. But I'm sure you'll agree that you couldn't have achieved what you've done without their help. So put your hands together for your families and friends. I declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join the academic procession.